session now. So let's go for today's setup now. Today's setup, okay. So this is let me write down the setup name. London setup on GBP US dollar. For 25th July. Okay, so this is the London setup for on GBP USD for 25th July. So the London Open here, the convert time is correct. So the London Open is at what time? Your time? The London Open is 15. This one, right? This is London Open. Right?
Yeah.
Today the setup looks very easy. Okay, and then overnight low and overnight high would be from here. Wow, there's so many swings today. Okay, 3 a.m. started from here. Okay. The last low, just right over here. Right? It started from
It's
here.
not the one in the middle.
Sorry?
The
Yeah,
low
no,
is
I'm marking the point where the London session started, where the overnight session started. I will do it.
Okay.
I will do it. Okay. So OH overnight session start. Okay. And this is London LO, which is London Open. All right. LO means London Open. Okay. And then we have the point. Okay. Between these 2 points, this one is still a developing high. This is developing high, so we cannot take this high into consideration, right? This one is developing high, so we cannot take this high into consideration. So we will ignore it. The highest point, which I saw on the point between these two overnight session start and London Open, is this one, right? Okay, this we would mark it as, okay, we would mark it as overnight high top. All right, and this one would be the lowest point here. Overnight low, right? Okay, it's London Open, everything is done. Now, can you tell me the bias here? What is bias before starting? Okay, before this overnight session start, what do you see? The price is doing what? The price is slightly redistributing. Okay, sorry, distribution. We can see here distribution. Why? First of all, why this is a distribution? Can you tell me? First point, which I saw is, first of all, what I saw here is a sudden acceleration to the upside and a huge increase in volume. All right, this qualifies the first point. Second point is we need to draw the channel. And if you draw the channel from here to here, okay, if you draw the channel from here to here, what do we see? And we can draw the channel exactly from here to, because this is the last low. So we can also prefer to draw the channel from here. It doesn't really matter. Depends on the preference. Both are all right. You can either draw this way. Okay. So I will mark it both ways. The highest point between this one and this one, this one. Okay. Or you can also draw by joining this low and this low. I will mark it as dotted line. Okay. All right. So what do you see here? This is distribution, right? So this is buying climax plus overbought. Any problem here so far?
No.
No. Okay. We have huge volume cut down, right? After buying climax, what do you see here? The price just drift down, and this was actually an AR. This reaction. Okay, this reaction comes down because it comes down and then it goes up. So this becomes AR, this line. Okay, right? And if you go to the 5-minute time frame, we can further see how this is AR. You see, this is AR here. This is AR, right? So this becomes what?
Yeah.
This becomes what? Secondary test. Secondary test. Okay. Okay, so this becomes secondary test, this one here. And obviously this secondary test is also on a low point, right? Okay, because this secondary test has the characteristics of what? Lower high. So what we will do, when we see a lower high, we will draw another line of resistance over here, which will pass all the way along. And we want to see if we see any kind of reaction to this line. Okay, so we will make it as a dotted line. Our initial line is from here. All right, so all done. This is the overbought line. And here we can also observe the upthrust, right? So this becomes UT, right? And this finally becomes what?
Oh, wait, can I check with you something?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to tell me? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. What?
The dotted line. Yeah, the
Yeah.
dotted line is supposed to be slightly lower.
This one?
No, left,
This one?
left and some more. Yeah.
Slightly lower.
Yeah,
Why?
cause the two swing lows that you connected, it's supposed to be then between the two swing lows, the highest point is just slightly higher. Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. Nice observation.
Right.
Yes.
Then I think the two trend lines there also is a bit far off really. Yeah,
This
one
one
just a
and
little
this
bit
one.
lower.
Oh, yeah. Should be this way. Yes, we are connecting this low and this low should be this way. Yes, because, sorry, I made a mistake in hurry. This one, let's mark it. Right? This one, and third point, this one, okay? Okay, all right now?
Yeah. All good.
Okay, so we have an upthrust here. Okay, when we have an upthrust here, so this one must be the FTI. So whenever I have an FTI, what I usually do, I take this highlight tool, okay, and highlight this whole FTI move. Let's go on 15-minute time frame. This one, FTI. All right, I've highlighted the FTI move now. And now after FTI, when the price reacts just to this level of AR and this UT of this overnight high. So the good part is the price is reacting to this overnight high, plus it also comes near this upthrust line, plus it also intersects with this line AR. All of these three conditions confirm. So I can draw just like a mark this area like this because it's a huge zone. Okay, and I can call it as what should I call it? And then we can also draw a little bit structure here on 5-minute time frame, because I can see that we can draw a waves here, right? We can connect this point with this point, okay, and mark it like this. All right, or we can also connect. We can much more like it better. We connect this point and this point. All right, so it becomes overbought as well. OB. plus MBC. MBC is mini buying climax, right? Of this channel. And after FTI, this move is what? What do we call this move? LPSY, last point of supply. Agree? So this whole region is LPSY region, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this whole region is LPSY region because it's FTI. After FTY, there should be LPSY. So overbought and all of these comes in this the same direction, right? Now here the market is very slow and market comes back, reacts to this overnight low. Okay, after reacting to overnight low, the price just, you know, so right now, what is the bias between overnight high and low? Now at the start of the overnight high,
Bearish.
yeah, at the start of the overnight high, all right, at the start of this one, so it was actually slightly bearish because of this all condition. All right, now we go to the 15-minute time frame and see what should be the bias here. Okay, now you start drawing this one here. If you can see if you can draw any channel or not. Let's see if it make this line as a dash one line and this one. Okay, do you see any kind of shortening of thrust? We did not see. So this line is not really necessary. Okay. All right. And now we draw this line and this line. Okay. So now the price is just like, you know, bullish, bearish in this move. Okay. And the price goes up here. All right. And then what do we see? We are between overnight high and low. Now between overnight high and low, price is doing what? Price is bearish at what point? Where does this overnight high come from? Can you tell me? Where does this OB and LPSY come in what region? It comes in at overnight high, right? So the price will be bearish at this point. So price will be bearish at this point. This is our initial observation. Okay. The price will be bearish at overnight high and the price will be bullish at overnight low. Why will the price be bullish at overnight low? Because the price is in a range now. Okay, the price will range. From here it will go up, from here it will come down. Right? Okay. All right. So this is our initial observation. Now we go back and see how we can extend it. Okay. 5-minute time frame. See. Now see if you can do anything between this all. Okay. Now what happens here? The price just opens at this point. Okay. And I told you, now we can see, okay, this is London open, right? So we need to draw the nearest channel. The nearest channel is here, this one and this one. Okay. And there's one more thing to note. The price is making shortening of the thrust like this. SOT. There should be SOT here. All right. And then the price is breaking to the channel, to the upside on increasing volume. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. See, the price is increasing on an increasing volume now. All right. Just right over here. Increasing volume. The price comes back. Now we see on a 3-minute time frame. Okay. We see on a 3-minute time frame. The price now, the price can still go. The price can still face the bears. Okay, the bears will come at this point, right? At the overnight high. But as I told you, near the overnight low, due to these conditions, at the overnight low, the bias is bullish. Here, the bias is bearish. The overall bias is bearish. Got it? At this point. So now,
overall bias is bearish because of
because of this one. So the bias will actually, we will see the bias at this point, and we will also, this is also a major point where the bias can also become bearish, right? So these are two major points. But from here until now, from this point to this point, we will say that the bias is at the overnight high, the bias is bearish. At overnight low, the bias is bullish. Understand?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Now this is the immediate. Now this is the immediate. Now we see the immediate background. On the immediate background, the bias is bullish. Am I right? Due to this condition.
Yep.
Now we can call it as JAC, a slight JAC. After JAC, what will follow? Can you tell me?
Reaccumulation.
Reaccumulation process. But you have to remember that you cannot hold trade for longer. So don't go for like 3-4 hours like this. You have to trade in a very short term. Reaccumulation process, right? So we have a reaccumulation process here. We draw the channel here. Okay, reaccumulation. Okay, reaccumulation process. And what kind of setup is this? Spring. This is spring setup, right? The price just goes below. We know this is a reaccumulation, and then the price turns back. This is spring. Am I right?
Yeah.
But because the bars are so big here, because when the price returns to the bar, it's so big, right? It's so huge. I cannot place my trade. I want to wait for the test of this region. The price come back and tests this region at this point. And what is the testing, and what is happening at the testing?
No supply.
No supply. So we have no supply here. We call it as NS at testing. Okay, no supply test. When we have a no supply test, we can go long now. Okay, placing our this one. Our stop loss would be where? This one here. And we can extend all the way to the upside to this overnight high. Okay, this will be our maximum target. Okay. Any problems so far here?
No, all good.
All right, all good. But now what happens here, you see the immediate background after, because the lender is open. Now we see if we extend the line, what do we see here? The price came back, okay? And then the price reached here, but what do we see here in the background here? First of all, consider these bars, huge volume, key reversal on each side. This gives you the immediate bias. Okay, the immediate bias right now is what?
Sorry, come again.
The immediate bias because of this bar and reaccumulation process, the immediate bias. I'm talking about the bias that forms immediately. It is bullish right now, right? And then we have a jump across the creek here. We have jump across the creek here. Perfect volume, right? Perfect volume. It goes here. Right, jump across the creek. So we have another JAC here. And now I told you after JAC, what will follow? Reaccumulation process. So we join these two bars. This is a third type of reaccumulation. And now what do we see here? The price comes down here. Okay. And what do we see here at this point here? Effort versus no result, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Yeah, we can another place another trade, right? Okay. A very short one. Okay. Go for 2 hours. All right. Now what?
Also,
yeah.
JAC, the trend line can trend line can go downwards one this one JAC.
Which trend line?
Sorry, the range, the trading range.
Go down means?
The two lines, yeah, these two lines here.
This, sir?
Yeah.
Like this?
Because I today I draw it in like a straight line kind of way.
Or this one?
Yeah, I did it in a horizontal way. Yours was more
in this way.
Yeah.
This way.
Yeah.
This way also seems fine, but what intrigued me is this, like this first high, and then we have this second high. So I thought of drawing this. Okay, we can draw these two highs and then extend it like this. A mini reaccumulation structure. And then we got this, that little buying climax. Can you see? Little oversold and this effort versus result, no result characteristics. Do you agree?
Yeah. Looks better.
Yeah, this one looks better, right? Because we have this mini oversold plus effort versus result, and then we have this one JAC in the background here. So it all makes sense now. And the price is exactly reacting at this point, this last. Okay, it comes back. So if this is JAC, okay, this is all JAC, this forms the reaccumulation. And in the long term, we can say that this point is also in LPSY. So this is mini oversold plus EVNR plus, and it is also LPS, last point of support, right? Because the MOS is this is mini oversold over here. Effort versus no result, this bar is effort versus no result bar. Plus LPS, because if this is JAC, then this reaction is LPS. Am I right?
Yeah, correct.
Last point of support. So that's why I drew this line in this way, so that I can catch it all, because I saw this high and this high. Yeah, if this high, these both highs are equal, then I would draw the straight line like this. This high and this high are equal, so I draw the straight line. Here I saw this high is, and this high is a little lower, so I draw like this. Got it?
Yeah, always connect.
Always connect the first two highs.
Yes,
first two swing highs. That's
first
correct.
two high. Okay.
Yeah. So the first two
Okay.
swing highs were like this. Okay. So this is why I draw like this. And now again, what do we see here? The breakout on a huge volume, increase in spread, and it's breaking through what? Overnight high. Now here the entire story is changed. Okay. Overnight high. And what happens after this? We have a built up. Am I right? We have built up near the resistance. So whenever we have the built up near resistance, the price will go up where?
Price will go up.
Yeah, this will JAC, and due to and after JAC, what do we observe here? This one built up. Near resistance, right? And this becomes what? Reaccumulation structure, right?
Yeah, correct.
And you have to do one more thing, which I forgot to do. You have to go to the 15-minute time frame and draw the structure as well. For example, this is 15-minute time frame. Right over here, this is first low. You also draw this structure like this. Right? But the thing over here is, okay, like this. Initially, we draw like this. Okay, so let's go to 3-minute time frame. Now, if you draw the structure here, what happens? The price keeps on rejecting after, because the price here becomes overbought of this channel, right? This bigger channel, right? Which you draw like this. The price becomes overbought. I remove some things so that it can become more clear. Okay, the price becomes overbought of this channel. This entire channel, right? The price becomes overbought of this channel. Let me make it dotted so that you can understand. Dashed line. Right? But remember one thing, after becoming overbought, what happens? The price did not return back to the range, and price starts doing the built up action near what? Overnight high. Okay, and the immediate background is what? Jump across the creek. What does it tell you? The reaccumulation structure. So it means the bias here, which was actually the bearish, has failed. Now the bias has turned from bearish to bullish. Understand?
Yeah, understand.
Because if it was bearish, then we would see the huge reaction to the downside. It will come back, react, and sign of characteristics, then we will go down, right? But it did not happen. What happened? The price just reaccumulated and then just stayed away, went up. Okay. And now what do we have here? Effort versus no result, a clear signal of taking a trade, right? This one here. Placing a stop loss right over here at this point, just below the low of this one. And then extending to 2 hours. And now, after we have observed this trade already, we have already broken the overnight high. So it means now that bias is clear bullish. Am I right?
Yeah.
Right now the bias has completely turned into a bullish, right? This is another trade. Now, what do you want to see? The price keeps on just going back and forth. Okay. Now, once it's bullish, what I will do, I will remove everything. I will go to the 15-minute time frame and see what is the bias right now. This is a bias here, right? So I will draw this structure. Now we are in the New York session. So in the New York session, okay, what was happening in the New York session? Can you tell me? We had what? So now we are doing the, so let's mark the start of the London session. The start of the London session was at what point? 3 p.m. your time here, right? And what is the point here? Okay. All right. So at this point, the session started. Okay. So what was the structure here when this started? The price is breaking from support here a little bit. Okay. And the price breaks up on a huge volume and then a session here. So at the start of the session, we are at JAC at London session, right? All right. Now we are at JAC, we are going up, right? So remember this session, remember this rule. Now we are going up, all right, at 5 a.m. we are over here and we can draw the structure from this low, connecting this low. 5 a.m. is here, right? 5 p.m. sorry. Not 5 p.m. Your time should be which 8 p.m. 8 p.m. will be your opening time, right? So 8 p.m. is where? Here at this point. This is a New York Open. Okay, New York Open. Now, this is first reaction, second reaction. Now we can easily draw the structure from here to here.
New York open at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
So 8 p.m. should be 28.
This one, right? Okay. Now we can draw the structure like this. Okay. All right. Now we can draw the structure like this at 8 p.m. And now this is a hard call now. What are you going to do now? Can you tell me?
SOT?
SOT is where?
Yeah, start from here all the way until the
This one?
yeah.
Yeah, SOT is in formation, that's true, but SOT has not completely formed until we see the third reaction, right? We have first reaction here, second reaction here. Yes, this is SOT. As compared to this one is SOT, but we need the third reaction as well. Okay, so let's go to the 5-minute time frame. All right, and what do we see? SOT has not formed yet, so we have to bring this channel near now. Okay. All right, so SOT is not formed yet now. And what do we see now? The price is between what? Accumulation, reaccumulation structure, right? Okay, we are in an uptrend and price is between the channel, right? Okay. We draw the structure, right? Okay.
So this one, when do we, how much do we drag down?
This one?
Yeah, do we like the first line up there, right? Then you copy, you drag it down. Then do you stop at the first swing low?
Yeah, what I will initially do, I will tell you, my entry would be here. For example, if I see this high, I know that the price is still has not reached any overbought or something like that, right? So I will draw, and there is no SOT formed yet. So I will join this two line structure here, which is a type of reaccumulation structure. And then here we can see that SOT is easily formed here, right? All right. So what I can do, joining this and this point. So my next one would be here, right? If I join this point and this point, this should be the next one. So my structure here would be this one, because this becomes overbought and it turns into the range, right? Oversold and turns into range.
Yeah.
So where, and the price opened where at this point? This point, and it becomes what? Test of oversold, and it is on very high volume. And then the next bar again tested on. Okay, so what I mean to say, I can directly enter at this point without thinking a lot and target my last high, just 2R. Got it? Here, what I mean to say, the price is not SOT, so my direction here is upwards. As I will anticipate the price will go upward at this point when there's a reaction of this point. And if you extend this line here, you will see the price comes back and exactly tests this region on a no supply. This is a second entry point. And if you do not, if you miss this entry point, you can enter over here. F versus no result, test of this point. Do you understand?
Yeah.
This is a live trade which I'm showing you, and I'm telling you that this price will go up, and the price has already went up. You see, we were here when we were observing, and I told you that this is a reaccumulation process, and the price has already went up. 2R has been already achieved. If you just draw the structure, I can show you that 2R is already achieved here. Simple, right? And I'm telling you the price will further go up until this region, until we become SOT, until the SOT is formed. Got it? So here is our entry point. This is a live trade which I'm taking. Okay, so I will enter right over here. But the thing is, if I enter right over here, I don't know where to place my stop loss because the last low was this one, it's too high. So I will wait for another bar, which is another testing of this bar, and then the third bar. Okay, the third bar becomes a bullish bar. This is the best entry point for me. All right, and I will just measure it and see how the price is moving up. Can you see?
Yeah.
So I make a 2.46 returns on this chart. The second entry point, again, the price breaks through this channel. Okay, and this is reaccumulation structure. And once the price breaks through it, it becomes what? Jump across the creek, right? First high is this one, second high is this one. This is equal highs. Okay, this is equal high. So I can draw the structure like this. Right? Right now, when we are here, we don't know the structure. Okay, when we are here, we don't know the structure. So what I can do, I just know the price is just stalling here. So I can just make a move like this. All right. And I am waiting for the price to come back and test this region. This one, this reference line. Okay. So price came back, tested this region. Now I know, okay, the price has completed a swing as well. So what I can do, I can draw another line over here. You see, this is how I would draw. And now when the price is tested, I will see the volume here. Oh, it's a no demand. And this becomes what? LPS. Last part of support. Right?
Yep.
It's become LPS. This is no demand. And what happens? I will take this trade to the upside. And now the best point is this has also become spring of this bar. Okay. Finish. Let me draw the line more clear. Now it's good. Okay. So what will happen if you extend this line? You see how the price is respecting this line. Whenever the price comes and reacts this line, it goes up. It reacts this line, it goes up. So overall, I will not suggest, okay, I will not hold my trade for so long. Why? Because we don't have a specific target. If we go to the 15-minute time frame, the maximum price can stall is this at this point. This is a maximum point you will target because you don't know how far the price will go. The price might go here, the price might go here, or it may form SOT right over here and it falls down. So we don't know the exact target. So at this point, I will only target the last high, or I will only target go for 2R. Got it?
Okay.
You see how the price is reacting. Now you see the 15-minute time frame. How the price is reacting this trend line, which drawn from here. As the price reaches this trend line more, okay, it starts rejecting it and goes up. So yeah, there's a price here. All right. And on the 15-minute time frame, what are we seeing continuously? What are you seeing here?
Spring, key reversal.
Key reversal, key reversal, key reversal, continuous key reversals. All of this tell us that the price, see, the price reacted here and it started turning bullish. Can you see? Now the price will go here. This is the point when the people are, like they are afraid of taking a trade, because when they see the price moving against them, see the price did go up, but the price did, if you go to a 3-minute time frame, the price did like this. ranging. But if you see in a 15-minute time frame, it gives you a clear indication of bullish, right? So you have to follow the higher time frame. 3-minute time frame is only used for the entry. Do you understand?
Yep. Okay.
So what will the price do? The price will just go up, react to this level, then we will see what the price do. If the price breaks this level, maybe. If the price does not, so maybe there's one more point, one more thing. If you draw these 3 lines here, okay, this one. All right, the price might form SOT somewhere over here. Okay. The price might form SOT somewhere over here. Okay, so we don't know whether it will form SOT or it will go all the way up to this trend channel and make overbought and then fell down. So our safest target is just exit at this high or exit at this high. Got it? So I preferably, because I am a short-term trader, so I will just place my trade and exit my trade right over here at this point. Achieving 3.23% return in a trade, that's enough for me. Because at this point, what might happen, I tell you, another thing can happen. The price started ranging over here. The price might come down. Okay, the price might come down from here. This can happen. And price test this region again. And there is a sign of strength in the, on this, there's a minus sign of strength and the price drives up all the way up to this point. This can happen. Or the price just, like comes over here and it makes a spring over here at this point and then it goes up. This can also happen. Got it? These are the 2 possibilities. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But what I want to say is that you only have to take 2-hour trades. You have to just focus on the last major high. If you are here, the last major high is this one. You don't need to extend your trade all the way upside. Okay, once we once we hit our target and we see there's a spring or there's another sign of strength here, then we will take a second trade and target this high. Got it?
Yep. Okay.
So you take continuous small trades. Okay, so I will start the session again. So because time is here, you see how the price is reacting here. The price is turning again. And what do we see here? After pressing the result right over here at this point, the price is turned, and now we will see what's the reaction. Okay. All right. So let's go for the second session. I'm calling you again.